Have you ever noticed that the people who try the hardest to be good are often the most invisible? They do everything right. They smile politely, they swallow their anger, they agree with the crowd, and they suppress their weirdness. They spend their entire lives polishing a flawless image, hoping the world will finally notice and reward them. And yet, they are completely overlooked. They feel replaceable. They feel like background characters in their own lives. Why does this happen? Because they have ignored the single most crucial element that makes a human being truly magnetic. Carl Jung, the legendary Swiss psychiatrist who mapped the darkest and most terrifying corners of the human soul, discovered a profound paradox. To become genuinely irresistible, to possess a presence that commands a room without speaking a word, you must stop trying to be perfect and start the terrifying process of becoming whole. You are about to meet the version of yourself you have been too afraid to acknowledge. In this journey, we are going to descend into the basement of your subconscious mind. We will explore the hidden, darker parts of your psyche. Once you unlock this, no one will be able to look away. But before we step into the dark, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Take a moment and look at your reflection. Who is that person staring back at you? Most of what you see, most of what you present to the world every single day, is what Carl Jung called the persona. The word itself originates from Latin, meaning mask, specifically the theatrical masks worn by actors in ancient times to signify their roles. This is your social armor. It is the professional version of you sitting in a meeting, the polite neighbor waving across the street, the obedient son or daughter, the agreeable friend. We absolutely need the persona. It is a vital tool for survival in a complex society, allowing us to navigate social contracts without constant friction. But here lies a very subtle and dangerous trap. Over time, most people do not just wear the mask, they fall deeply in love with it. They wear it so often and for so long that they forget it is just a piece of plastic resting on their face. They begin to believe that they are the mask. This is where the tragedy of the modern individual begins. When you identify 100% with your persona, you undergo a psychological flattening. You lose your three-dimensional reality. You become incredibly predictable, highly agreeable, and fundamentally boring. Think about it. A mask has no depth. It is a flat surface designed to reflect exactly what society wants to see. When people interact with someone who is completely consumed by their persona, they instinctively feel that something is missing. There is no texture to the personality, no friction, no mystery. It is like talking to a very polite robot. The audience, the people around you, are highly attuned to authenticity. They can sense when a smile does not reach the eyes, or when a laugh is just a rehearsed social cue. By cutting off everything that does not fit into the perfect mold, you amputate the very traits that make you uniquely human. You become a sanitized, diluted version of yourself. You trade your authentic magnetism for the cheap comfort of social approval. And in doing so, you lose the ability to deeply captivate anyone, because true depth only exists in the places where the light of social expectation does not reach. If the persona is the mask you wear in the light, what happens to everything else? Behind that carefully constructed facade, deep in the subterranean vaults of your mind, lives the shadow self. Jung described the shadow as the unknown dark side of the personality. It is the psychological basement where you have thrown every trait, every desire, and every emotion that society, your parents, or your teachers told you was unacceptable. It contains your capacity for raw aggression, your deeply selfish urges, your forbidden sexual desires, your irrational anger, and your untamed, wild creativity. It is everything you refuse to acknowledge about yourself. From the moment we are born, we are trained to suppress the shadow. We are taught to be quiet, to share, to never show rage, to always be accommodating. We lock the monster in the basement and throw away the key, believing that if we cannot see it, it ceases to exist. But Carl Jung warned us of a terrifying psychological law. Whatever you repress, grows. The shadow does not die in the dark, it ferments. It becomes denser, more primal, and highly volatile. When you refuse to face your shadow, it begins to sabotage your life from the inside out through a mechanism called projection. Have you ever felt an intense, irrational hatred for someone you barely know. Perhaps a coworker who is overly confident, or a celebrity who is unapologetically selfish. You despise them, yet you cannot stop watching them. That is your shadow projecting itself onto them. You are reacting to the suppressed parts of your own psyche reflecting back at you. When you ignore the shadow, it leaks out in destructive ways. It manifests as passive-aggressive comments, sudden, unexplainable outbursts of rage, chronic anxiety, or a quiet, creeping depression. You think you are being a nice person by burying these feelings, but the people around you can unconsciously sense the immense, repressed tension vibrating beneath your skin. They do not trust you. They feel the hidden hostility. Now, let us look at the people you find genuinely irresistible. Think about the most charismatic figures in history, in movies, or in your own life. They are rarely the nicest people in the room. There is always a distinct edge to them, a palpable sense of danger. You get the distinct impression that they possess the capacity to be ruthless, aggressive, or deeply selfish, but they are actively choosing not to be. They have access to their fangs, but they keep them sheathed. This is the secret of magnetic attraction. People are not drawn to harmlessness, they are drawn to controlled power. A harmless person cannot protect you, cannot lead you, and ultimately cannot excite you. A truly captivating individual radiates a quiet intensity. They do not need to raise their voice to command attention, because the unspoken weight of their integrated shadow speaks for them. When you sense that someone has integrated their darker instincts, you instinctively respect them. You are captivated by them because they are presenting a complete, whole human experience rather than a fragmented, sanitized illusion. They are deeply grounded in their own reality, completely unbothered by the superficial demands of the crowd. But this brings us to a critical crossroad. Most people are terrified to look into the basement. They believe that if they confront their shadow, they will become evil, chaotic, or destructive. They think the shadow is entirely composed of rotting garbage. But here is the most profound secret Carl Jung ever uncovered, a truth so powerful it can completely rewire your reality. Deep inside the shadow, buried underneath all the suppressed anger, the shame, and the fear, lies something extraordinary. Jung called it the gold in the shadow. It is a treasure of unimaginable value, a hidden source of genius, vitality, and raw power that 99% of people will never access in their entire lives. But how do you reach it? How do you descend into the dark without losing yourself? How do you retrieve this gold? How do you transform yourself from a flat, invisible persona into a deeply magnetic, irresistible force? The answer lies in what Jung called individuation. This is the ultimate psychological alchemy. It is the courageous process of making the unconscious conscious. It requires you to stop running from your darkness and instead turn around and face it. This practice is commonly known as shadow work. Shadow work is not about indulging your worst impulses or becoming a toxic person. It is about radical, brutal honesty with yourself. It is the willingness to sit in the quiet and say, yes, I am greedy. Yes, I am vain. Yes, I have a deep desire for power and dominance. Yes, I am capable of immense cruelty. By acknowledging these traits, you strip them of their secret power over you. Remember the psychological law. What you resist persists. What you accept transforms. When you bring the shadow into the light of your conscious awareness, a miraculous shift occurs. You finally uncover the gold in the shadow. You see, the traits you repressed are not inherently evil. They are just raw, unrefined energy. When you integrate your capacity for aggression, it transforms into unwavering assertiveness and the ability to set unbreakable boundaries. When you integrate your selfish desires, they transform into a fierce dedication to your own goals and unapologetic self-love. When you stop fighting your darker, wilder passions, they become the fuel for boundless creativity and magnetic charisma. This integration is what separates the weak from the truly powerful. There is a monumental difference between being a nice guy and being a good man. A nice guy is only nice because he has no other choice. He is harmless. He lacks the backbone, the courage, and the capacity for aggression required to be anything else. His kindness is not a virtue. It is a survival strategy born of weakness. People can smell this weakness from a mile away. It repels them. A good man, on the other hand, is a very dangerous creature who has his danger under voluntary control. He has integrated his shadow. He knows he is capable of destruction, but he chooses to protect. He knows he has a monstrous side, but he harnesses that energy to build, to lead, and to love fiercely. This self-mastery is the absolute core of an irresistible aura. When you no longer have to spend 90% of your psychological energy hiding your true self from the world, that energy becomes available to you. It radiates outward. You become relaxed, grounded, and intensely present. You stop seeking validation from others because you have finally accepted yourself in your entirety, the light and the dark, the saint and the sinner. You no longer need the crowd to tell you who you are. This level of profound self-acceptance creates a gravitational pull. People are exhausted by their own masks. When they encounter someone who has the courage to exist authentically, flaws and all, they are magnetically drawn to them. They feel safe in your presence because you are not hiding anything. You have become whole. And in a world of fragmented, pretending individuals, a whole person is the most intoxicating and irresistible phenomenon on Earth. Individuation is not a destination you reach overnight. It is a lifelong commitment to exploring the depths of your own soul. It is the painful but necessary stripping away of the illusions you were handed by society. Every time you catch yourself projecting anger onto a stranger, every time you feel a pang of unreasonable jealousy, you must pause. You must ask yourself, what part of my shadow is crying out for attention right now? By doing this consistently, you forge an unbreakable inner core. You become immovable. Your charisma is no longer a cheap trick of body language or manipulative psychology. It is the natural byproduct of a soul that has faced its own demons and emerged victorious. You walk into a room, and without a single word, people recognize that you are a force of nature. In the end, you do not become irresistible by trying to be more like everyone else. You do not achieve magnetism by perfecting your mask or hiding your flaws. The world already has more than enough fake smiles and hollow personas. You become irresistible by having the sheer, audacious courage to become more like yourself. You achieve true charisma by embracing the totality of who you are, the bright, beautiful parts you are proud of, and especially the dark, twisted parts you have spent a lifetime trying to bury. Be the rare individual who dares to drop the mask. Be the person who brings their entire soul to the table. If this video shifted your perspective today, hit the like button so this message can reach others who need to hear it. And if you are truly ready to stop pretending and start your journey towards psychological wholeness, hit subscribe and turn on notifications. Now, I want a commitment from you. Don't just watch this and fade back into the background. Go down to the comments right now and type exactly this: I commit to my whole self. Let that single sentence be the first step in claiming your shadow and stepping into your true power. The journey into the mind has just begun. I'll see you in the next one.